Okay, in this episode we're going to go through a load of cheap little upgrades that are going to be able to give your car your own personal little touch and probably make it look a little bit more modern in the process. Stay tuned. Okay guys, so welcome back to the channel to another video where today we are back on Project A3, and what we're going to be doing is loads of cheap little upgrades that are going to really make a difference to this car. We have got all sorts of stuff coming up. We have got blacked out badges, we've got new plates, we're going to run through the other things you can do like dynamic indicators, S3 mirror caps, stuff like that. We've got wind deflectors, different gear knobs, obviously a new plate on the back, de-badging, LED number plate lights, LED interior lights, the list goes on. So what we're going to do today is go through a few of those and tell you how you can do them to your car, and also more importantly what they cost. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is basically put a shortened plate on this. Now it doesn't matter how many digits your plate has got, you can get a shortened one, even if it is a 7-digit. I'm going to be transferring mine to a 6-digit, and then I've also got these little sort of like, it's like a honeycomb clip, which means that we can get rid of the plate holder on the honeycomb grill and basically just neaten it up and just have the plate stuck directly on there. So if you haven't seen the last video installing the honeycomb grill, go check that out, and this will be a little bit of a follow-up to basically go through how you can get a shortened plate onto a honeycomb grill without using this nasty plate holder. Let's go. Okay, let's see what we've got in here. Here's our little box. Give that a little shut, make sure no bugs get in there. And the first thing we're going to be doing is getting this number plate off and getting a shortened one on. So I will show you that right now. We've got it in here somewhere. We're going to be using a few of these. This is basically a little clip that sticks to the back of your number plate, and then that bit goes into the honeycomb, and it basically means that you can negate the use for the actual plate holder and just stick your plate straight on to the honeycomb grill. So if I can find it, that is what's going on. So as you can see, it is much shorter than your standard plate, couple of inches either side, and we'll stick that on with these little honeycomb clips, and that basically means that we can just have more of the honeycomb on show rather than it sort of being taken up by the plate holder. So let's get on to that. So this is going to be the first thing that we put on. Now this is the first cheap upgrade. I think that every single car, as soon as you get a new car, right, number plates are quite often deteriorated and they're not very much money, and a new number plate can make all the difference. In this case I'm changing the entire plate, but even if you've just got a standard plate on, you know, I think I got these original ones from Audi for £7.50 each. So that's 15 quid, okay, to get a new set of plates, which really makes the car look a lot fresher. I'm going to keep this video to under 35 quid, alright? So all these upgrades are going to be under 35 quid. I think that's the most expensive one, and in car terms 35 quid really is not a lot of money. A lot of stuff is a couple of £100. So yeah, 35 quid, stick to a budget, and I'm going to take you through a load of cheap little things that you can do to your car. So first of all, we're going to take that off, put this one on, I'll show you how it looks. Just in case you didn't realise what these are, you basically stick these to the back of your number plate just like that, and it's sort of like a quick release for, yeah, one of these honeycomb grills. So I've lined it up on the grill. Obviously I've tried to cover up the screw holes, and also if you can see the crash bar behind it, I've painted that black, but I still do want to cover up as much of that as I can. Yeah, it doesn't look great if you've got that on show. You can obviously put that wherever you want on your grill, but I'm gonna just try and cover up as much of the stuff behind it as possible. So we've got the last thing to do, which is obviously peel off the protective layering. One of the most satisfying things to do in the world. And then yeah, just put it on. I can't remember which holes we've used. Is it those ones? Is it those ones? Right, there we go. So you just push it in like that. I've got to admit, that is on there fairly solid. And then to take it off, you can just pull it. Nice and easy. Like I said, put it wherever you fancy. Move it up, move it right down. I know some people are a fan of having the plate down there, but no, I want to keep it nice and easy. I think that is probably me. And there we have it, the first upgrade. What do you reckon to that? Short plates, honeycomb grill holder. Obviously we've got rid of that. That's how big that was before. As you can see, way bigger. So that, we've completely got rid of it. Nice little short plate, and I think that looks absolutely mint. So let's get on with the back. Jesus Christ, put that on quite well. Oh my God. There we go. It is coming. My lord, that was hard. If anybody wants to know what I'm sticking these plates on with, because it obviously works, it is Gorilla Glue tape, the clear sticky tape. I usually buy it in rolls, I've just got some sticky tabs this time, but yeah, that is the stuff, and do you know what? It is working an absolute treat. That was so hard to get off, so yeah, I don't think that's going to fall off anytime soon. Whey, look at that. Honestly, you cannot beat fresh plates. Makes all the difference. Also, I don't know if it's just because these ones are new, but I'm sure those ones are very yellow and they're actually more orange. But yeah, that is what the new plates look like. Obviously the back one there, go around, and the front one there, I think it is looking absolutely mega. So yeah, that is going to be the first thing we're going to do. But yeah, the second thing we're going to look at is LED number plate lights. Again, cheap and easy. As you can see, I've got a few in there. I don't know how obvious it is, but I have put tint film over mine just to make them not quite as bright. I'm not really a fan of mega bright ones. Some people are, so yeah, personal opinion. But yeah, number plate lights, that will make a massive difference when the car is sort of driving around in the dark. It just looks really fresh and nice, especially with the new number plate. So yeah, that's your first one. Go get yourself a spanking new number plate. £7.50 each from a main dealer. Possibly get them cheaper online, but yeah, what a difference that makes to the rear of the car. Lovely stuff. Okay, so now I'm going to look at some of the upgrades that I've already done. Again, these are all fairly cheap. One of them is wind deflectors, as you can see here. Sort of really nice thing you can do to your car. These ones are about 35 quid, but as you can see, they do make the car look pretty cool. I was not massively for these when I got them, but I got them for the reason that the channels on my roof are really slim, and when you turn a corner, all the rain falls in. If you've got an A3, you will know how that feels. It's very annoying. This does solve the problem if you want the window down and you keep your car quite polished. So yeah, that is another nice little cheap upgrade. And while we're here, you can see I did actually get this with my little carbon grille. But the next cheap little upgrade, I'm not actually going to do this one because I think I prefer silver, but black badge. Again, that is a small little thing that can make all the difference to the car. I do think I prefer silver, to be totally honest with you. This black one came with the grille, but yeah, that is another. If you fancied it, pick them up for about a tenner, maybe 15 quid. And yeah, that'll obviously black out the front end of your car if you've got a black car. If not, it will still look pretty cool. In fact, I think I prefer black badges on cars that aren't black. I feel like there's just a bit too much black going on. That silver just breaks it up quite nicely. So another couple of things you can do to the outside of your car. If you look here, these are both quite cheap upgrades. We've got the S3 mirror caps. Mine are actually from AliExpress. They're about 35 quid. That's probably as expensive as we're going to get on this video, but yeah, 35 quid. The quality is decent, and yeah, again, it's to the overall car, just makes it look that little bit newer, a bit more sort of S3 RSE. Just makes it look nice, to be honest. Another one that you can do is, if you see down here, dynamic indicators. These are about 25 quid. Mine again were from AliExpress. I've had no problems with them at all. If you're interested in either of these items, I did a video on both of them. The link is in that description for that video, so go check it out. Check it out for how much they cost, everything like that, and yeah, give it a go. But I think overall, that's quite a nice thing to do to your car, to be honest. Okay, so we're back in the car now, and we've got a few things to do inside the cabin as well, which is going to make your car look much fresher, newer, all that sort of stuff. So this one is from a previous video. This is probably one of my favourite modifications. The difference it makes is unbelievable from the old part to the new part. So check this out. The next cheap upgrade to your A3 or whatever car you've got is the gear stick. Now this gear stick here is actually out of an Audi A1, but look how nice that is. Perforated leather, exactly the same as the steering wheel, and the white stitching obviously to match the S3 handbrake that we put in. But that is going to be one of our cheap upgrades. I paid 29 quid for that, so it's by no means expensive. Again, I've done a video on this, and you can go check out how to install one of these yourself. But what a difference that made. If you've got one of these cars, you will know the shifter that comes in it, and it is not particularly nice. So that is another cheap, unreal little upgrade for your car, and it makes the cockpit a really nice little place to be. So yeah, there's another upgrade. In terms of making a car look more modern, LEDs are the way to go. Obviously this car comes with DRLs, which are LED, look really nice and make the car look much more modern than it is with it being a 2010 plate. So we've got the LEDs on the front in the DRLs, we've got the LEDs in the indicators, and we've also got the LEDs in the number plate lights. So the last thing we need to do to get rid of any old halogen bulbs is this, a little interior lighting kit. It's about a tenner off eBay. There's a bulb in there for absolutely everything. There's one for the boot, there's some for your glove box, there's some for your main lights in the car, your reading lights, absolutely everything, your vanity mirrors, everything. So yeah, that is a tenner off eBay. So we're going to fit that now, and that is going to make the inside of your car look much nicer and fresher and newer for not a lot of money. Okay, here we go. I'm going to give you a quick little demonstration, obviously, of the new lights in here compared to the old lights. Fire up in the dark, very old school, orange, yellow, whatever you want to call it. And there is the new lights. They're a nice white, actually. They're not as bright as I thought they were going to be, which I'm quite happy about. I'm not really one for bright lights. So yeah, that's the new ones. That's the old ones. So let's crack on and get them changed. So there you have it, all the LED interior bulbs are complete. So now we've got LEDs on the front, LEDs on the back, and LEDs inside. Now, obviously my kit came with a lot more bulbs than I actually needed. So yeah, it means that if you have got sort of footwell lights, puddle lights, stuff like that, you can change them all to LED. I had loads, I think I had about 4 or 5 spare. I just had the 2 in the front, 2 in the back, 2 in the mirrors, and obviously 1 in the boot. So 7 bulbs altogether. And yeah, it looks nice. Can't wait to see it in the dark. Hopefully it's gonna look really fresh and good. So we've got one last thing to do, and this is something I've been dying to do since I got the car, and that is replace this mat. Now look at that, I'm actually embarrassed about that. The last owner, basically, if you can see there, I'll try to zoom in, the last owner actually wore through this mat. I'm going to take it out now. He wore through this mat in, I'm guessing, some like office shoes. Look at that. And then actually through the carpet as well. It's not too bad on the carpet, it is worse on the mat, as you can see, but how can you have a mat for so long and not replace it? Why would you drive around like that? I've got no idea. So yeah, let's get some new mats in there. there we go, much fresher. Now I've only just realised actually that is very black compared to the rest of the car. Obviously not the outside, but the inside is actually more of a charcoal. I went for this one because it's got the sort of white stitching again to match the gear stick, and that, yeah, it's there's a bit of a colour difference. You can probably see that. In fact, do you know what? It looks even worse on camera. Genuinely, it looks worse on camera. Okay, so to wrap it up, we're going to go through everything one last time so you know exactly what you can do to your car and what it costs. So, brand new number plates. Can get them from Audi main dealer, £7.50 each, times 2, 15 quid. Little honeycomb adapters, £10 with free postage off eBay, so go check that out. Then we've got the S3 mirrors, 35 quid, AliExpress. The dynamic indicators, again 35 quid, AliExpress. We've got the Climair wind deflectors, 35 quid, Euro car parts. Coming inside, we've missed one, the Alcantara wrap on the inside, 10 quid, that was off eBay. We've got the new mats, they're 20 quid off eBay. We've got the new gear stick, that was £29 off eBay. And obviously we have got the LED lights, which were £10 for the full set, again off eBay. None of this is expensive stuff. Come around the back, again fresh plate, looking very nice. You can debadge your car, that is absolutely free. We've got the LED number plate lights, they're about 10 quid. This is all really cheap stuff you can do to your car to make it look so much better, and I think you'll agree that car is starting to look really nice. So there you go guys, hopefully that has given you a bit of an insight into what you can do for your car for dead cheap. Gives you a few little starter modification ideas, or even if you've had your car a while like mine and you just fancy bringing it up to date with a couple of LEDs and stuff, this video runs you through everything that you can do for not a lot of cash. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you have done, make sure you hit that subscribe button, drop a comment down below if there's any other little things that I've missed. What have you done to your cars? Is there anything under 35 quid? Keep it under 35 quid to class it as a cheap upgrade. Drop it in the comments below, and in the meantime I will see you when you tune in for the next video. Peace.